Thank you so much, J-K Network. With us, there is a companionship that is amazing because you are supporting us all the time. So that is a huge plus. Thanks to Philippines, now I'm married with a Filipina. I love her so much, and well, I have to cross around the world to find the true love, you know?
So, good afternoon again to our viewers and welcome back on our YouTube channel, Life as a Bilingual here in the Philippines. So, my name is Maeve and I'm one of the recruiters here on J-K Network Services handling the European and Latin languages. So, for today's vlog, we have invited our successful hire and he is a native Spanish speaker. So, without further ado, let's all welcome Mr. Luis.
Hello, good morning. My name is Luis Guillermo Acosta. I'm 36 years old. I've been in Philippines for 3 years already. And en Spanish, bueno, mi nombre es Luis Guillermo Acosta. Como lo comenté en inglés, tengo 36 años de edad y llevo 3 años en Manila. Y a la fecha tengo un excelente trabajo gracias a J-K Network.
Yes, thank you so much for your introduction, Mr. Luis. So, as you mentioned earlier, you have been staying here in the Philippines for 3 years.
Correct.
Yes. So, would you mind me asking what is the reason or what is your motivation to come here in the Philippines?
Well, actually, I was an assistant manager back in Colombia. And I have the chance to travel due to I got a proposal from the shipping company. And well, I said, okay, I don't know Asia. I'm really interested in their culture and everything. So I said, why not? That's what the reason that I came here. And also the 7,000 islands and more that are in Philippines is a huge motivation. And well, thanks to Philippines, now I'm married with a Filipina. I love her so much, and well, I have to cross around the world to find the true love, you know?
Yes, so actually it's Valentine's as well. So I would also like to greet you Happy Valentine's Day for you and your wife. So, as you mentioned, since your previous company offers you to come here in the Philippines, do you also travel to other countries or you only travel here in the Philippines?
No, I have the chance 10 years ago to be in Europe. I used to live in London, in the United Kingdom, for about 2 years.
I see. So, since you mentioned that you also stayed to other country, why did you decided to stay here in the Philippines?
Well, the thing is that since Colombia, my country, it's also we are very related or big connection with Spain and Philippines as well. Since we have, in the big past related to Spain. I found here really familiar the culture, the food. The Filipinos actually are amazing people, very friendly, very kind. So that is really familiar to me. And to have my family in Colombia and to be alone here has been some hard. But with the Filipino culture, I still feel some warm family here, actually, with my wife, with my wife's family. So I'm not feeling alone any longer. And well, as I mentioned before, I'm married here, and for sure I'm gonna stay here for good.
I say thank you so much for your kind words about the Filipinos, Mr. Luis. We really appreciate it. And also, would you mind me asking, what are the traits or Filipino traits or personalities that you like the most?
Oh, well, even that you see the worst situation, you're always smiling and seeing the most positive way on how to handle the things. You are very calm and you are always kind, even with your own culture and also with all foreigners. So I really love that. You like to show the world and to us, the foreigners, your culture, You like to show, well, what is the country, how is the country, what is the food. So all those values, Filipino values, it's amazing.
I see. So since you also mentioned that, like you mentioned earlier, you have been staying here in the Philippines for 3 years. What are the things that you are missing when you are in Colombia, or the things that you miss when you are in Colombia?
Well, of course, I miss a lot my family,
Mm-hmm.
and I miss a little bit the food. As I mentioned before, we are kind of similar. For example, the chicharron. I love chicharron, and we have chicharron in Colombia and here. But I love the soups in Colombia. But here I found the sinigang that I love so much, and also the bulalong. Oh, I love it. And besides that, what I've been a struggle is because my city is pretty cold, even colder than Baguio. We usually, in a day, we have between 4 degrees to 15 degrees, maximum 19. But here is kind of hot, so maybe I miss the cold weather of my country.
Mm-hmm. So since you mentioned that it's very hot here in the Philippines, have you been able to visit any beaches here in the Philippines?
Yes, actually, yes. And recently, I found in Cavite, I found a place near to the beach that
Mm-hmm.
was really awesome. I've been in other places near to the sea. Also, I've been in Tagaytay, but more than the islands, I like to explore what is nearby in the NCR because I like to go in car. That kind of travel, I love it because you can see all the landscape instead in a plane, you know. But of course, my since we are well, I got here and then we got the pandemic. I'm not being able to fly to different places that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I will do it for sure soon that we are reopening. So that is amazing.
So do you have any places in your mind that you want to visit right now here in the Philippines?
For sure, I want to go to Bohol. A Filipino friend, told me about Negros Oriental, that there is an amazing beach there. So I want to go there. I'm more to look for like Siargao, that islands that are not too crowded because I like to enjoy all the environment, you know, the natural things that are not too crowded.
I see. And since we already talking about traveling, Mr. Luis, if in case that some Filipinos would like to visit Colombia, what are the places that you can recommend to them that they can visit to your country?
Oh, well, that depends. In my country, we have that is a good thing that it's a tropical country, but you can find cold places and hot places. You can. We have actually my country is the only country in Latin America that counts with two oceans. We have the Pacific and the Atlantic,
Mm.
so you can see both. In the north, in the south, you can find the Amazon jungle, so you can enjoy as well that they have extreme sports there. Yes, most of the downtown is really colonial, so it's really nice because it's the government palace, the Congress, and also Medellin. Medellin is the other capital, which based on what they said or the people said is the capital of the most beautiful woman in Colombia, which is I do believe that is true. Also Cali, Cali is beautiful. Is the capital of the salsa. The people that like to dance salsa, for sure they have to go to Cali and Cartagena, Barranquilla, Santa Marta are really close what is Philippines culture. The food because they are in the coast, so they eat a lot of fish, seafood. It's really hot. It's warm like here. The people is like here, so it's you can find different things to go in Colombia, but for sure I recommend it.
Thank you so much for that recommendations, Mr. Luis. So, how about the food that Filipinos or foreign nationals that we must try if we visit the Colombia? What are the foods that you can recommend?
Well, for sure, you will love it because we have avocado, and here it's amazing how you make things with the avocado, like ice cream. I never tried it before in my country, but we have a big avocados. So the avocado there is as well good. We have traditional dishes in Colombia. We have, for example, from Bogota, we have something that we call ajiaco, which is a soup made with chicken, with some rice, some avocado, some sweet corn. And also from Medellin, you can find something that is called the bandeja paisa, which has chorizo, rice, grounded beef, morcilla, some fried egg. It's a big dish, beans, so it's really delicious. If you go to Cali, you can find something that we call chuleta bayuna, which is like fried pork with rice, some cassava, plátano cassava. And in the coast, of course, you can find all the seafood.
Easy, that's good to hear. And I know Filipinos would love that because most of the Filipinos love seafoods as well. So, as a tourist, Mr. Luis, in case that we will go to Colombia, what are the common terms or words that we need to learn? So, can you teach us some basic words in Spanish that we can use when we visit Colombia?
That is really nice, and it's an interesting question because actually I found out here that we have a lot of common words like, cuchara, mesa, ventana, cortina. There's a lot of common words that we have. And actually, when you say kamusta ka, in Spanish, ¿cómo estás? It's quite similar. Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's the greeting. The best word that you can say to someone is like pare, but that will be parcero. ¿Cómo estás, parcero? Also, we have compadre and comadre, but we said compadre, comadre, mom and dad, papa, mama. When you arrive to the airport, the first thing is that you have to say is the regular greeting with the authorities, with everyone in the airport. You can say hola, ¿cómo estás? If you need to look for an address, ¿dónde puedo ir o dónde puedo encontrar un taxi? ¿Dónde puedo encontrar un cajero? Cajero is the ATM. Basically, our words, but we are quite similar. And also, good thing that in Colombia we have not like here, we're not totally bilingual in English, but a lot of people is willing to speak in English, and also they want to try their English in Colombia. So as well, they can talk in English, and we will be more than happy to assist them.
Thank you so much for that advices, Mr. Luis. We will take note of that. So in case that we can visit the Colombia soon, we can use your advice. So moving forward, would you mind me asking, Mr. Luis, how was your experience applying here on J-K Network?
I saw the offer about they were looking for a TL, so I applied, and J-K helped me to send my curriculum to like 3 or 4 different companies. I got the interview in all of them, and always J-K was following up, was caring about my processes. You guys helped me in the entire process. You were following up with me, asking me every day how is everything, if I got the interviews. Was really, really nice. And actually, at the end, out of the 4, I got the 3, and I have to choose for one of them, which is the one that I'm right now with. And I'm really happy with this company. I guess that was the best offer. But the toughest, to be honest, was a really, I guess that is the toughest interview that I ever have in my life. Was like 2 hours with all management. It was very amazing opportunity because I learned a lot. So far, I've been almost 6 months with this company. I'm really excited. I have a wonderful team that I love, which are Filipinos. I have 20 people, which 19 are Filipinos, and all of them speak Spanish. So they are really happy with me because they are able to speak Spanish and to practice their Spanish. And I help them, and also I teach them new expressions, new ways to be more fluent with the Spanish. So has been an amazing experience, and thank you, J-K Network. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much as well for your kind words, Mr. Luis. And we are very happy that you are enjoying your stay to our client company. And with regards to that, Mr. Luis, can you share with us your experiences with regards to the interviews that you attended? Is this have you attended virtual interviews, or you also went on site for the interview?
Since we were in pandemic, I did it everything virtual. About the experience, the interviews was really complete because actually was specific questions that will help me or will help the other companies that you were referring my curriculum to get straight to the point what they were looking for and if I meet all the criteria that they were looking for. So I do believe that the JK interview was really important part of the process.
I see. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Luis. So right now, can you share with us, or can you give us a message, or can you give a message to JK Network?
Yes, always I gotta say thank you so much, JK Network. The only way that I can pay back everything that you have done for me is to refer you all my friends and colleagues. So you will have the chance to help them also like you did it with me, and also my friends are gonna be assured that they are working with a great team that are really care and concerned about our necessities and that we are looking for a job and to stay here in Philippines. We love this country.
I see. So what is your message naman po to those applicants who wanted to have a job here in the Philippines, especially for the native candidates, since the border is already open or the foreigners can enter the Philippines na po?
The first thing is that they have to give clear expectations to ensure that what they are looking for, so the job will be easier for both. I mean, for JK Network, so they can help them to look for the one that they are really looking for, and also to give the best ones that we get a job, because basically you are referring us to those companies. So also the way that we can pay back is our best behavior and give our 300%. So they will happy with us and also with JK Network.
Easy. Thank you so much for that advice, Mr. Luis. I'm sure that many applicants will be using your advice as well, especially for those native candidates. Yeah. So for the next question, Mr. Luis, I would just like to ask as well can you recommend JK Network services to other foreign nationals?
Yes, actually, I refer some friends to JK Network. Actually, my brother as well, but when he will be looking for a job, he's right now working, but he is going to move forward maybe in the future. And for sure, I recommend this JK Network. Actually, I have people in the place that I'm working with that they got their jobs thanks to JK Network in another languages. JK is an amazing company. I'm really grateful.
I see. And I would just like to confirm as well, Mr. Luis, what is your work setup as of the moment? Are you working from home or are you working on site?
I'm working on site. Still, we have, due to the last pandemic or the last lockdown that we have 1 month ago, they sent some people home. They asked me the option to work from home, but I declined it. I'm really healthy. I have all the measures. I already vaccinated. Actually, I have my booster. So I considered that to give the chance to the people of my team to keep working from home, but I will be in the office. I really love to be between the people or in the office. I do believe that home is for rest and the office is for work. And I don't like to mix up my things.
I see. So how was your adjustments naman po while working on site or working on your new company?
Well, the process was, to be honest, really smooth. My expectation that will be different and harder due to all the measures about the COVID situation. Still, all the process, as I mentioned before, was very smooth, very fast, and really easy. The hardest part was the interviews for sure, but well, was successful everything, and I got the job that I was looking for.
I see. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Mr. Luis. So, what do you think naman po is the advantage of working on-site than working at home?
Wow, first thing is IT services, because at any issue they can solve it like right on the spot. The other thing is sometimes not all companies, well, we have several companies that offer internet here. Still, not all of them have the same service, or sometimes they have some connection issues that maybe will give you a hard time. But so far, I do believe that is that. Of course, that the people that we are working from the office, we don't like to use regular transport because of the pandemic, maybe because the weather. Still, well, the company that I'm working with gives me the chance to use the shuttle, so I'm really comfy. I'm really happy with what I have.
I see. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Luis. So, for my next question, what do you think is the advantage of applying on J-K Network?
That you give us different possibilities. I mentioned before, I got in my case like 4 different offers that will be related to my profile, and at the end, I have actually to choose one of them. They don't basically. I have just a few. No, I have actually 3 choices, and I have the freedom to look for the one who gave me the best offer. And also the advantage is that you are with us. There is a companionship that is amazing because you are supporting us all the time. So that is a huge plus.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Luis. Right now, Mr. Luis, can you share with us, can you share a message also to the native viewers of J-K Network Services YouTube channel, like in Spanish, message in Spanish?
Sure. Invito a todos mis amigos, a toda la comunidad latina, a la comunidad internacional de los diferentes países y todos los visitantes que estamos acá en Manila, ya sea de manera temporal o permanente, a que se unan a J-K Network, que están buscando una oportunidad laboral. Acá tenemos una empresa que nos respalda al 100%, nos acompaña en el proceso, nos guía y nos da una variedad de diferentes oportunidades laborales que es increíble. Los invito a que se unan, a que continúen con esta empresa que es fabulosa. Lo digo yo y lo garantizo porque soy parte de este proceso y para mí ha sido un placer contar con ellos.
Thank you so much for your message, Mr. Luis, and we are very glad to know that you are satisfied with our services. And actually, as we're checking, you are wearing the hoodie that we give to you.
The hoodie! Ooh. I love it. I love it because it's really comfy. It's actually, I use it when I go to the cinema to get the aircon, you know, when it's so cold. I actually use it in the office because when we have the aircon, and now that we are less people there, we feel more cold. Even that I am used to the cold weather, this is really, really helpful, and I love it because actually I have a travel soon to Colombia, so I'm gonna bring it with me because it's really cold there, so it's gonna help me a lot.
I see. By the way, Mr. Luis, you look great on that hoodie as well.
Thank you.
Yes po. So, thank you so much again, Mr. Luis, for your time today. So, before we end this interview, we will just have a mini game. So, it's like a fast talk. So, are you familiar with fast talk?
No, to be honest with you, no.
I see. We do understand, Mr. Luis. So, in fast talk, we will just give you a question or choices, and you need to answer as fast as you can.
Okay.
Yes. So, are you ready na po, Mr. Luis?
For sure.
So, for the first choice po, Mr. Luis, what will you choose? Adobo or sinigang?
Sinigang.
Sinigang. So, what type of sinigang do you like, Mr. Luis? Since we have the pork, we have the fish, we have the shrimp. What type of sinigang do you like the most?
Pork.
I see. So I would also like to ask Mr. Luis, what is your most favorite Asian country?
Philippines.
I see. So Christmas or New Year?
New Year.
Good afternoon, viewers! So, welcome to our YouTube live discussion for our European job opening. So, before we start the program, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Aiko and I am one of the handler for European openings.
And my name is Alena. I'm also one of the handler for European and Latin American languages. It's nice to meet all the viewers here in our YouTube live. So we hope that you will stay until the end of this live.
Okay, so we will discuss the job openings that we have for Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. So, and we will answer some frequently asked questions after the job discussion. Okay, so first we will discuss our opening for BPO company. Yes. So first we have here the Spanish customer service advisor. So the salary for this one is 50,000 to 60,000 located in Subic, Zambales. It would be working on site and the schedule would be shifting schedule. For the requirements, we need Filipino who can speak, read and write Spanish. They are also open for native Spanish speaker with a permanent visa here in the Philippines. So you must be willing to relocate. Work in Subic Zambales, customer service experience is an advantage. Okay, so for the responsibilities, you will be handling inbound and outbound calls or emails received from Spanish speaking, working on site, and the schedule would be shifting schedule. Okay, for the requirements, preferably Filipino national fluent in Spanish and English, open for native Spanish speaker with permanent resident visa here in the Philippines, at least high school or senior high school graduate. BPO experience is a plus but not required and willing to work on-site in Cubao. Okay, so for the responsibilities, you will be responding to Spanish speaking. Okay, so we also have the Spanish credit and collection specialist. So for this one, the client can offer 60 to 75,000 located in Taguig City. It would be working on site and the schedule with the mid-shift schedule. So for the requirements, it is open for foreign national and Filipino national who is fluent in Spanish, bachelor's degree holder, preferably with experience in BPO industry or accounting finance, willing to work on site. For the responsibilities, you will be process payments and refunds, update client's online record and account, provide financial information needed by the client, review unpaid invoices, and send collection reminders. Okay, so we also have for Italian speaker, we also have here Italian credit and collection specialist. For the salary, the client can offer 70,000 to 85,000. It is located in Taguig City. It would be working on site and the schedule would be mid-shift schedule. Okay, so for the requirements, it is open for foreign national and Filipino national who is fluent in Italian, bachelor's degree holder. Customer service experience is an advantage but not required. willing to work on site. Okay, so for the responsibilities, you will be creating and maintaining credit history files, responding to credit inquiries from external and internal clients, keeping record to customer interaction, transaction, comments and complaints, reviews, and verifies overdue accounts. So we also have for Portuguese speakers. So first we have Portuguese technical support, tier 1. So for the salary, the client can offer 85,000. So it is located in Eastwood, Quezon City. It would be working on site and the schedule would be shifting schedule. Okay, so for the requirements, proficient in Portuguese and English language, at least 1 year experience in customer interaction in a BPO setting, computer and internet savvy, can navigate through Windows or internet with ease. Okay, so for the responsibilities, they will be providing assistance to external users of the client's technical products or services with regards to their question or concerns, and then provide basic troubleshooting for customer issues in hardware, software, network, and other designated products. So yes, for the technical support specialist, we also have for Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. So for the salary, it would be negotiable depending on the qualification that you have. So for the location, it would be located in Taguig City, and the work setup would be on-site, and the schedule would be shifting schedule. Okay, so for the requirements, this position is open for both local and foreign national, preferably with at least 1 year experience in technical support but not required. Amenable to work in shifting schedule, can process applicant outside Philippines, and can speak either Spanish, Italian, or Portuguese. Okay, so for the responsibilities, you need to assist customer for the purpose of improving processes related to system issues, provide technical support and guidance to resolve users' computer hardware and software problems. Also resolve help desk issues including troubleshooting, hardware and software issues. Okay.
Wow, Miss Aiko, thank you for that wonderful job discussion. For those viewers who are interested, you may click the link in the comment section that we pin, and we will get back to you after this live.
Okay, so yes, Miss Alena. And if you have any question, feel free to write your comments so we'll get some question here. Thank you. So for our first question, we have here, do you process applicants that are currently located abroad? Yes, actually we process applicants even though you are located abroad, since we have some clients that can process applicant those who in abroad. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that, Miss Aiko. And as per checking, we have here comment for Mr. John. Are those salaries net or gross? So for those salary that we are presented, it's a gross income and monthly. And we will also get another inquiries here. So, do you require bachelor's degree holder? So most of the openings that we have, there's openings that can process even if you don't have bachelor's degree, but we do have clients that really requiring a bachelor's degree holder. So it's a combinations and it really depends on the openings.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so I think we answer all of the question now. So let's proceed. Now we will proceed with the second discussion, which is the shared service company, and Miss Alena will discuss it.
Thank you so much for that, Miss Aiko. So let's proceed now to the openings that we have for shared services. The first opening that we have is Spanish account receivable specialist. So our client can offer 85,000 to 95,000 gross income, and this is located in Cebu City in Cebu Business Park. So the position is already on a hybrid. So you will be working 3 days in the office and 2 days work at home. And the schedule it's night shift, It's around 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. and it's a fixed weekends off. So for the requirements on our account receivable, our client preferably national, Filipino national, fluent in English and Spanish language. They are also open for native Spanish speakers with permanent residency. They are looking for bachelor's degree holder of accountancy or any business courses. Open for candidates with at least 1 year of experiences in collections. So for the responsibilities, you are responsible for processing and monitoring of customer credits. You are also responsible in managing collections activities of the client and also resolving and analyzing issues regarding the records and maintaining accounts receivable files and records in a timely manner. And then the next opening that we have is uh, Spanish General Ledger Accountant. So our client can offer 90,000 to 100,000 gross income. This is also located in Cebu City in Business Park. They also hybrid setup, which is 3 days office and then 3 days work from home. It's night shift from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. and they are fixed weekends off. For the requirements that we have for General Ledger Accountant, our clients are looking for Filipino national fluent in English and Spanish, but they are also open for native Spanish speakers with permanent residencies. They are also looking for bachelor's degree holder of accountancy or any related courses and at least 2 years of experience in accounting and finance, especially in General Ledger Accountant. And the responsibilities here, you are responsible in processing and preparing journal entries, allocation, and period adjustments. You are also responsible in analyzing of financial information of the company and performing account analysis to ensure that the journal entries and balances are correct. And also for the shared service industry that we have an opening for electronic help desk support specialist. This is for Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. So either of these languages. This position can offer 60,000 to 90,000 gross income, and it is located in Rosario, Cavite City. And they are on a hybrid setup, 3 days in the office and then 3 days work from home. And the schedule will be night shift. So for the requirements of this position, our clients are open for both local and foreign national, and they are looking for someone who has a bachelor's degree or master's degree in electronic engineering or equivalent. And they are looking for someone who are knowledgeable in power electricity, drives, industrial control. So you can speak either Spanish, Italian, or Portuguese. For your responsibilities, you are responsible to provide technical product application support for circuit protection, distribution equipment, and industrial controls. Next will be assist customers and client concern using product selections and configurations. And you are also responsible in providing assistance and usage of some specific products.
Okay, so wow, Miss Alena, thank you so much for that. So we also have a lot of opening for a shared service company. So once again, for those who are interested, you may click and fill up the form in the comment section and we will get back to you after this live.
And this is also your chance to ask some questions. So for now, we'll get some questions here. Okay, so the question is, do you require someone who has experience in your technical support openings? So we do have openings for technical support like Miss Aiko mentioned earlier. So our client is okay even if you do not have working experiences in technical support, as long as you are willing to be trained and you are willing to handle the technical support account.
Okay, so let's get another question here. Oh, okay, so we have here, do you have part-time or project-based job opening? So, yes, as of the moment, we don't offer a part-time or project-based opening since mostly of our opening right now is a full-time job. Okay.
Thank you for that, Miss Aiko. So let's have another questions here. Um, can you process visa for foreigners? So for those applicants that we have that are watching, especially those foreign national, our client can process working visa. So don't worry about that. So we do have openings that can process working visa. So let's stay tuned on the other openings that we have for those foreign national.
Yes. Okay.
And I think we already good answering some questions, so let's proceed. So we are now done to our last discussion, which is Miss Aiko will be the one to discuss it.
Okay, so for our last discussion for today is the IT company. So for IT company, we have here Portuguese customer service support. So for the salary is negotiable depending on the qualification you have. So for the location, it would be located in BGC Taguig City. So it would be a hybrid setup. You will be working 2 weeks temporary work from home, and then after that, you will be working on site. So for the schedule, it would be night shift schedule. Okay, so for the requirements, it will be open for both local and foreign nationals who can speak, read, and write Portuguese language, ability to handle customer queries through tickets, live chat, or and voice supported. At least 1 year experience in a BPO. Okay, so for the responsibilities, you will be responding to Portuguese speaking clients via phone, email, and chat, analyze and resolve issues received from the customer, and then escalate the call to the next level if necessary.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that would be all for today's live. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching our YouTube live today.
Thank you for that, Miss Aiko. So that's our last opening as of the moment. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. So let's get the questions here on our live chat. So we have question for Mr. Luca. We are contacted after the live. Yes, after the live, we will contact you one by one. So rest assured that as soon as possible, we'll get back to you. And if you are interested, please click the link that we pin so that we can get back to you as soon as possible. We also have other questions here, but from Mr. John. Miss Aiko, can you please read?
Okay, so according to Mr. John Emmanuel Marcaida, do we have a chance to be hired even though we don't have bilingual experience but studied Spanish for 2 years? So actually, we have some applicants before that, yes, get hired even though they do not have any relevant experience using the language. So yes, you can apply even though you don't have any relevant experience in Spanish, Portuguese, or Italian.
Yes, that's right. As long as you are confident using the language, we do have openings for someone, even if they don't have experiences when it comes to the languages. Our client are still assisting them.
Mhm.
Do we still have other questions? So next from Miss Sayaka Nami. So her question is the applicant need to be in the Filipinas. So some of the openings that we have, our clients are really requiring someone who are already here in the Philippines. But we have an openings that our client can process even if you are located in the Philippines. I mean, even if you are located in abroad. So we already discussed it earlier. So that opening is from technical support position for Spanish, Italian, and then Portuguese. And do we still have questions? So from Mr. Omar, he has question regarding the visa. Visa for how long will be depend for the contract. With regards to the visa, yes, it really depends on the contract that you will be having with our client. So with regards to the process, it really depends on how long that it will be processed by the clients itself. We are still
Okay.
getting some inquiries on
Yes, we
our
are
line,
still
Miss
getting a
Aiko.
lot
So
of
please answer
questions.
Mr. Claudio.
Okay, so according to Mr. Claudio, I'm very sorry. So for his question, experience is a must. Actually, for that, we have openings that doesn't require any experience. It depends on the clients actually.
So yeah, even if you do not have related working experiences at all, you can apply with us because we have openings that our client can process even if you do not have working experiences yet.
Okay, I think we have another question from Mr. David C. Okay, so for his question, according to him, will the visa be paid by the employer? Actually, yes. We have some clients that can you don't have to be I mean it would be your visa will be free. So they can process your visa. You don't need to pay for
Mm-mm.
your visa.
What you mean, Miss Aiko? Our client will be the one to process your working visa if you are foreign
Exactly.
national. So don't worry about that. Working visa is free.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, we still have a lot of questions coming from our viewers. So for C.S, do you have German speaking senior manager roles available? So right now we do have opening for German. However, we don't have any openings for senior manager. So mostly of our openings right now is an entry level position and mostly customer service technical support position for German openings that we have.
Okay, so we also have here from Sayaka Nami. According to her, some support for the relocation like apartment or air ticket. For this one, actually, currently we don't have client that can offer a relocation assistant. Yes, as of the moment.
Thank you so much for that, Miss Aiko. We hope that we answer all of your questions. So we still have for this one. This will be the last questions that we will do. For last is, do you have opening for non-voice account? So as you can see, the openings that we discussed earlier is mostly customer service, technical support position. For non-voice account, it's our opening for accounts receivable and especially general ledger accountant. So that's the current opening that we have for non-voice. So mostly it's customer service accountant. So I know that still everyone are commenting in our live. So don't worry, we'll assist your questions and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us um, in our email address. And so thank you so much everyone. We hope that you were able to take notes all your interest job positions and able to fill up the forms. So after this live, we will get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe in our YouTube channel for more updates. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much
and see
again
you
and
on
see you
our
on our next
live.
live. Bye bye.
Bye!
JK Network. If you want to work in the Philippines, J-K Network, we are waiting for you. Apply now! Apply now! J-K Network, J-K Network, J-K